What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This week we're giving away a storage pouch and a cord control.
Just not his. Yours will be empty.
Yes.
He needs those.
Yes.
Or else it'd be a much darker show.
Yes.
I love derailing CT. It's so much fun.
The trolling continues. More info on this in a bit. All right. Well, welcome to the show, guys. I'm CT.
I'm Dean. That's Sasquatch and the gang.
And company.
And
yes.
company.
Yes.
Sasquatch and company.
And gang. Okay. So back in stock.
We've got some stuff back in stock.
Yes, we do.
We have a large recovery bags. I poked and prodded and made them do a double batch. So we have a bunch of those already disappeared, but we have enough left over. So you can check those out right now. Also have headrest trash bags, headrest storage bags, JLU addicts, and headrest IFAC kits coming out soon as well. I've also heard rumors of JKU addicts. So, I mean, there is a lot going on. Also, we gonna have a little oopsies going on too. We still have a couple of the mesh packing cubes where the fronts were the backs and the backs were the fronts. We got 22 of those left. Somebody actually bought 8. That was kind of crazy, but we got 22 left. Also, we've had a few misfit 4x8s. The fronts are the fronts and the backs are the backs, but the middle is inside out on these. So basically the band that kind of goes around that kind of give it its pouchiness is just inside out. So the dull side is on the outside and the normal like finer outside is on the inside. So front is front, back is back. So there's still Velcro, still works like a 4x8. It just has the band is.
So those are on discount. You can find those discount products linked down below.
Yeah.
So then Dean, Sasquatch, and you guys headed out to the Big Iron Overland Rally this past weekend.
Sasquatch and I had an epic road trip, 1,000 miles from here to the Big Iron Overland Rally. It was a lot of fun. Sasquatch got hungry along the way, so he had to stop and get some Pringles because he's still on that snacktical kick. And then at one point he was insisting there was these things called acorn M&Ms. Not 100% sure. I told him there was no such thing. I told him he has to settle for peanut M&Ms.
Those are big M&Ms, by the way.
Acorn M&Ms. He said they were a thing, and I couldn't find them, so he settled for peanut M&Ms. But it was fun because Sasquatch got to go basically from Virginia down through Tennessee, and then we crossed into Kentucky. And then for a very brief moment, we were in Illinois, but there was no welcome to Illinois sign. It was totally unexpected, by the way. And then it was literally like we crossed the bridge and I was like, oh, we're going to be in Missouri. And it's like Illinois. And I'm like, all right. And then he made a left turn and he crossed another bridge and it was like, welcome to Missouri. And I was like, okay, we're in Missouri now. And then crossed Missouri into Kansas. But of course, there was no welcome to Kansas sign there. I was just like some back road. So it was kind of weird.
So how was the weather? How was the turnout? Was it a good time?
So it was a good time. Turnout was akin to kind of our rooftop tent rally. So it was about 275 people, 175 rigs. Kind of a neat venue being there at the Big Brutus. It's also a museum, so there's a lot of old artifacts and stuff. So Sasquatch and I went for a walk, checked out Big Brutus. We found a Sasquatch-sized shovel as well, because Big Brutus is massive. So basically, Big Brutus was built in 1963 and operated until 1974. He was the second largest electric shovel ever built and is the largest still standing. The museum opened in 1984 and was designated a National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark in 2018. Top speed of 0.2 miles per hour and kind of dug a network of 50-foot deep troughs because it was basically shallow coal in the area. So that's, kind of true strip mining. Unlike in this part of the country, going up through Appalachian Mountains into Pennsylvania, where we have kind of coal shafts underground. This was basically strip mining. So this Big Brutus would kind of dig the topsoil off, dig the coal out, and then they would kind of put the topsoil back. But obviously you took more coal out than there was topsoil to put back. So they kind of ended up with this network of what they now call strip pits, state wildlife management areas. So some of the pits were just filled in with water. And you can go fishing, camping, and doing some other stuff there. Details about Big Brutus and the surrounding area can be found at bigbrutus.org. One of the other things that happened at the event was they did kind of a fundraiser auction. So all the vendors kind of kicked something in, and they raised $4,900 in 45 minutes. for the Big Brutus Maintenance and Restoration Fund. More details about the Big Iron Overland Rally can be found on their website, a link below, bigironoverlandrallye.com.
It's awesome to see something pop up that big that quickly, and just everybody has had such good things to say about it, so it sounded like a really good time.
It was great. Met a lot of great broad customers while we were out there. A lot of people asking where Sasquatch was, and for once, CT remembered to give me Sasquatch, so I didn't forget Sasquatch. Although Sasquatch did at one point go into hiding, and I couldn't find him for 24 hours. Kind of got lost in my trailer. I don't know what happened. Maybe he had a little on the campfire the night before. He didn't wake up till about halfway on the trip home. In other news, $200 mail-in rebate on Garmin Overlander. We got 2 weeks left. Your purchase must be made by May 31st. May not ship or be delivered until after that, but you got about 30 or 60 days. You just need your invoice stamped. Your purchase needs to be made before May 31st. And again, that is a mail-in rebate, so you pay us full price. We send you the form, you send that in, and then Garmin gives you $200
Now,
back.
you've had to do a whole bunch of talking, so I will try to take some burden here for a second.
No.
Event news. We've got the Bantam Jeep Heritage Festival coming up June 11th to 13th in Butler, PA. And then Saturday, June 12th, the Virginia Four-Wheel Drive Association Trail Cleanup on Bald Mountain. Bald Mountain Jeep Trail in Staunton, Virginia. And then the Adventure Van Expo, June 19th to 20th in Mount Hood, Oregon. And then the Outside Adventure Expo, June 25th to 27th in Salt Lake City, Utah. This dude's going to be there.
Yep, they just did a featured article about me on their blog. It was kind of cool.
Nice.
Got interviewed for once. I was like someone that's asking me questions.
And then Rooftop Tent Rally. Remember, save the date, October 15th to 17th. The registration will go live Monday, August 2nd.
Yep, and we still not 100% sure. I mean, things have definitely been relaxing. The mask mandate is gone in the state of Virginia. So I suspect, hypothetically speaking, in theory, we're going to cross our fingers that we should be able to go back to kind of the way it was pre-pandemic. But don't hold me to that. I'm not putting that in writing.
Maybe we'll even get a Overlander flea market in this year. You know?
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you guys go to any events, send us pics. We love to share those. And if you know of any event upcoming that we don't know about, let us know in a comment down below.
And as always, all of the events we talk about here on the Bonfire are on our website. If you go to BlueRidgeOverlandGear.com, go to Abouts, drop-down menu, Events. It's a Google Calendar, so you can sync it to yours. That way, if we do update something new, you can find it. And then we might only mention something like a new event once. Like there were a couple we talked about last week that we're not going to talk about again because we're only doing about like a month or two at a time. So there's some like summer and fall events that you may want to check out.
And then my favorite part of this show, viewer comments. Now, last week we asked you had to do a little research for this one.
A little bit of homework.
What was the horsepower of Big Brutus? When I first read these numbers, I didn't believe it myself. Ben Wood said as much as an NHRA funny car. I know those have a lot of horsepower, but I think this had it beat.
Destin Webster on Facebook said roughly 18 million squirrel power with a squirrel emoji. That's nutty. We have to do the calculation. He might actually be accurate with that. I mean, 18 million squirrels.
I don't know. Hey, here. Bench this real quick. Then Family Jaunt on Instagram said it best. 15,000 horsepower at peak performance, 7.5 horsepower at normal operating conditions. Most impressive for this giant shovel is max speed of 0.22 miles per hour. Better question is, though, how would Big Brutus do as a trail recovery vehicle? I don't think there'd be a mountain or trail even left after he did that recovery.
He'd just like scoop your whole rig up and move it. The problem is it would take him forever to get there. But I was really cool. So I got to see inside Big Brutus. So it's kind of neat to like see like where those big giant electric motors were and everything. Catherine Blake on Instagram said, thanks guys, challenge accepted. She was the winner last week of the cutting board. So we're expecting some charcuterie at the Rooftop Tent Rally, just saying. So she said, makes notes to start practicing now so I won't disappoint.
No pressure. Okay.
No pressure.
And a winner from last week, chosen at random by a heavy equipment operator squirrel, is Bob Dunlop on YouTube. Congratulations, you win the Packing Cube giveaway.
Backwards mesh packing cube.
Now, this week we are giving away a utility pouch. I have one of these. I use it all the time. They're amazing. And a cord control. Now, this is one of our lesser known Brog products, but what it does is it has a series of attachments to just put your cords in and coil them up. Like, I have to have every type of USB. USB normal to mini to micro to C to everything.
But he never has the one that like I need when I need it. Like, my phone's dying. He doesn't have that cord.
So I carry these in my laptop bag. Absolutely love them. It's a blast. You can fit way more cords than this. I have like 6 on here. I have had like 12 stuffed in here before. It's surprising. And then a utility pouch just for like, I use these for like my film gear and camera gear and all stuff. This isn't your packing cube for your underwear. This is heavy duty. You can use it for utility.
About 1.5, maybe I'll get 2 in here.
Oh man, a 2 squirrel bag, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I mean, it's tight.
So this little small kit is for the tech enthusiast in your life. And we would like to know, what is your essential tech that you take on Overland adventures? What can you not leave home without? Obviously, probably a cell phone. But let us know in a comment down below. We will pick from those comments to win this kit, cord control utility pouch. We look forward to reading your comments next week.
Been gone for a couple days. What's coming out on Thursday? Do we have anything?
Man, I don't know. How much can I tease? So I think I can say this. So somebody that used to work here came back,
right,
is maybe making a little bit of a
guest appearance.
Yeah. I was going to say cameo, but guest appearance is that,
it's
is
more
a little
than
bit
a cameo.
of exactly.
We put her to work.
We did a little bit of like design and build style. That's called
with a repeat offender.
Yes,
that's right. Like this is
the first time
throwback episode.
Somebody has come for 2 build days.
Right.
Okay, so they're coming back. Some new vehicle action. And also
something different. Something we've never ever had on Blue Ridge Overland Gear's YouTube channel before.
Yes, and it's gonna be this is gonna be part 1 because it was a big day. We actually designed a ton of new things. So also too, we're gonna need your guys' participation because we don't know. Like, there was so many ideas we threw out, so many things we like designed and came up with. You guys got to let us know in the comments, like, what you guys think is good, what you guys would like to buy. So that's going to be a really fun video.
And this is probably, once you see what it is, you're probably going to want to share this video with some friends that are into that kind of thing that may not necessarily be Overlanders. Not very many of them we know, but if you have friends, share them. Not share the friends, but share the video with your friends. You get the idea.
Yes.
I'm still like in road mode. The 1,000 miles in like 2 days. I'm just like, nah.
We will see you guys next week for another exciting episode of the Blue Ridge Bonfire. Same Brog time.
Same Brog channel.
Ka-chow.